Yes, 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 yes. Hey guys, Gerald Peters. So check it out. Crazy times we're in right now, right? Here's a house I'm working on. I think last time I showed you this house on YouTube, it wasn't that far along. Let's check it out. We're in a crazy time right now. I'm trying to use my time during while we fight this virus to remodel this property. See, I painted all the cabinets, put in a new countertop, painting the trim right now. So it's looking pretty good, right? Let's go check out. If you remember, I think a couple videos ago here on YouTube, this was all concrete. So we got the new floors in. So this is what I'm doing. I'm spending my time trying to build my empire. Some of you know I invest in real estate. I have a portfolio of single family real estate. Here's the bathroom. We're going back with that dark, nice trim, still working the other floors. So I'm in here painting. That's how I'm using my time. I'm trying to expand. Like, everyone took a hit in this. Very few people didn't take a hit. And if you didn't take a hit, you know, I wouldn't go around bragging about that. That ain't gonna win you a lot of friends. It really ain't. People don't want to hear that when they're hurting. When people are hurting, they don't want to hear that you're not hurting. What they need is your help. Now's a good time to give value. And in my experience in 2008, which this stock market crash has been very similar for different reasons, but in 2008, I was able, although I was scared because I had about 6, 7 mortgages, and I was a fairly young man at this, working this business stuff here, doing investing. I was scared, man, and I'd wake up in the morning and I would just get up and I would just push, and I lost money. You know, my wealth in the stock market dropped by about half. A lot of my renters lost their jobs. Some people didn't pay rent. And I just did anything I could do to make money. I just filled my time with activities to make money. I mowed yards, I painted houses, I did whatever I could do to make money. If I could catch overtime at work, I would do it, if you're so lucky to have it. And the lesson I learned out of 2008 is, man, you gotta be grateful for the things you have. But that book that I give away, a lot of you have seen it and gotten a copy of it, my book, You Don't Have to Die Broke. It's free. I don't follow up. I'm not gonna check to see if you read it, but if you did read it and you did chapter 1, called The Money Flow, where we get the buckets right, then you should be okay right now. You should be okay right now if you did that. And that's first, we eliminate debt. Before you start investing, you need to eliminate debt. Why? Because of situations like this. What good has it done for the last 2 years if you've been investing and now your money's dropped in half? You could have paid off the student loan and now you'd be able to invest in the stock market when it's really cheap. Now, you still got the debt, you might lose your job, and your wealth has been cut in half. Black swans. Black swans happen. They're going to happen to you again. I promise you, you will be bit slapped in the future. It's going to happen. It's going to happen to me again. It's happened to me 10, 12 years ago. It happened to me before that. It's going to keep happening. It's one of those things that's certain. This is why we got to have foundational principles that we live by. I teach this idea of the 10 pillars of success. Pillar number 1, how you think is everything. And pillar number 10, take full responsibility. So let's say my renters decide they don't want to pay. I'm still responsible for that house, nobody else. And so I got to be prepared to handle that. And so along with that responsibility comes what? Things I need to do. I need to have my money right. In the book, I talk about getting your buckets right and getting things in order. Because we never want to position ourselves where we could lose our investments. We never want to borrow against the 401k. That's why I'm an advocate of a debt-free house if you can afford it. And a lot of financial advisors will tell you, well, you don't want a debt-free house. You'd be better off investing. Be honest, I'd rather have my house paid for right now than own a bunch of stocks. Because if my house was paid for, now I could start buying a bunch of stocks because I don't have a house note. I don't have any debt. I don't have any student loans. I don't have car payments. Now I could be pouring money into the stock market, and this would be an opportunity and not a problem. Maybe it's not a problem for you. But once you structure your life and your money right, and I call it the money flow, once you have this structured right, these things become just a pain in the ass or just an inconvenience, just a hurdle or a hill we have to get past. And this is definitely one. And this one, everybody's going to take a haircut. Everybody's going to pay a price on this one. If you're a restaurant owner, a bus driver, school teacher, a doctor, a lawyer. Everyone in the country is paying a price on this one, and we could argue about whether the government's done the right thing. At this point, it doesn't matter. At this point, out of the ashes, good things come. In 2008, I acquired 2 houses, 2 or 3, 2. I bought some of the cheapest stocks I'd ever bought in the world. I paid like $1.70 for Ford at the time, and I wrote it to $14. I bought Bank of America for some change. AT&T was like almost single digits. I had some amazing buys, and I was too stupid at the time to even know to be nervous, to be honest. The more sophisticated you become, and the smarter you become, and the more money you have, the more nervous and easier, not even a word, you can become rattled. Let's leave it at that. And some of you are rattled right now, and there's no, with justification, you should be rattled. And I hope you have some cash. You need some liquid cash. And I hope you're not having to sell assets to raise cash, because if you are, you've been doing shit wrong. And now's the time to learn that lesson and to fix that shit so it doesn't happen again in the future. And if you need to sell something, sell it. If you need to sell that stupid ass Mercedes, if right now you're looking at a government bailout, or you need help, or you need that check from the government, you've been living wrong. If you need that money from the government right now, what have you been doing? In the most prosperous time, in the most prosperous country in all of the world. And 3 weeks in, you need assistance. That means your money's not right. This was a lesson. This was a message. You need to heed it most of all. And so you need to get your money right. I need to get my money right. Even though I teach the concept, I wrote a book on it called You Don't Have to Die Broke. And I am prepared. I wasn't as prepared as I should have been. I should have had bigger cash reserves. I should have. I shouldn't have had so many projects going at the same time. See, this caught me with 3 of these remodels going, 2 brand new roofs being put on. I just dropped about $35,000 in cash on some real estate deals all at the same time. All of my cash going in, either in the market or in real estate deals. Ordinarily, that's no problem. Get it back like that. But now we throw in the element of, what if people don't pay rent? So what if all of my renters didn't pay rent? Well, first, I would kick all of their asses out. Don't be confused about it. But let's play that scenario out. Now, I'll survive. I'm going to do it. I'm going to make it. I'm going to fight this battle and win this war. And I'm going to try to come out on top. But I've decided and chose that I'm going to see this as opportunity, because now I get to buy AT&T for $28. Are you kidding me? Woo! I just bought Uber at $14. Are you kidding me? The fact that you didn't see that and buy that, what's going on? What's going on right now if you're not seeing the opportunities? And it's probably because you ain't got your money right. So now you're having to conserve your money, and you don't have money to deploy into the opportunities that are available, or do you? And if you are, congratulations. But if you aren't, and if you're not, and you can't, you didn't have your money right. And you're probably driving around in a car you're making payments on, but you can't buy Uber. You can't make no moves. Couldn't buy a house. And that's the lesson. Maybe you're faking prosperity. Maybe everything in your life is fake. You don't own the house you're in. You don't own the car you're in. Got a bunch on credit cards. And maybe now you're scared because your jobs you don't even own. There's no job security, bro. Let me let you in on something. This is why inside of the book that I give away, You Don't Have to Die Broke. Click the link. The book that I give away, one of the first concepts that I teach is you have to have a primary source of income, but then in addition, you have to create multiple streams. And I'm not talking about Forex or crypto or fucking network market. I'm not talking about any of that shit. I'm talking about ways that you can use what you have with where you are, with the talents you have right now to create additional streams of income, whether it be babysitting or fucking painting a house. Something that you can do with your time to make money. And you need that, because right now that'd be real nice. Right now it'd be real nice if you had that big following. Right now it'd be real nice if you had a way to make money online. While you sit your ass at home, you could be doing that. And some of you are doing that, and I congratulate you. But this is what we're talking about when we say multiple streams of income. It's because when your primary job is cut off, circumstances outside of your control, the head isn't cut off, you're just wounded. And a soldier that's wounded is a soldier that can return to the battlefield. But once they cut your head off, that's it. You know, the AR-15, the M16 was designed to wound the soldier. Did you know that? not to kill him. The AK-47 drops you dead. When a guy drops dead on the battlefield, he's dead. We keep fighting. When a guy's wounded on the battlefield, 2 more soldiers carry him off, so you take 3 off the battlefield for every guy you wound. Or 2.